So, part one, introduction. It's the continuity of Turkic Talks, and I'm going to begin with the descendants of a Turkic IC at the end, not ISH, of the Turkic people. We have them still to this day in Europe. They are the Hungarians. So they are the descendants of the Huns, a Hunok in Hungarian. They were part of the 10 arrows, the on-ogur, of 10 clans that, according to a legend, crossed the Sea of Azov in ancient times. And they are today in Hungary. For a long time, the Hungarian language was considered as a special, unique, standalone language, and it was not spoken of, or it was not known, maybe forbidden, to dare to say that maybe the Hungarians who came to Europe with Attila and later Arpad, they are the same people, are related more or less to the Turks of Istanbul and other Turkic nations. So you have two main branches in the Turkic languages. You have the oghur and the oghuz branch. And I think the Hungarian language, called in Hungarian magyar, is part of this more isolated or rarest branch, the oghur branch, like the now extinct Khazar with an R at the end language. And you have words in common between modern day Hungarian and Turkish language from Istanbul. And it's very interesting because the Hungarian government or some important people have it's been officially acknowledged that the Hungarians might be the descendants of Kipchak Turks. It's very interesting. Um, they arrived in the Carpathian Basin, le bassin des Carpates, Carpathia, following Attila, and it's been acknowledged there is a hill in Mongolia called the Noyan Hill, and archaeologists found remnants of artifacts, bows, and arrows. They agree that the ancestors of the modern-day Hungarians left that part of Mongolia before the Mongols arrived. And it's very important to understand that the Hungarians are white. There are many white peoples in Asia, the Slavs, the Turks, the Iranians and their cousins, the Kurds. They were close to the ancient Persians, the people of the Caucasus, except for the Kalmyk, who are Buddhist Mongols, and the people of Tajikistan, who were part of the Sassanid Empire, and they speak Persian. And many people in Afghanistan and Pakistan, I would classify them as white, even because they stay out, they work outdoors, they are a lot in the sun. They are coffee or caramel skinned, and there is nothing racist in what I'm saying. I've just have to explain this. And the Hungarians, so they are white people like many Turkic nations. They didn't mix with the Mongols because the Mongols arrived later. They arrived in 600 after Christ in modern-day Mongolia. The Mongols, according to legends, came from the wilderness from the Altai, from Siberia, and Lake Baikal, this famous lake, the largest freshwater lake in the world, followed by in volume by Lake Balkás, and I think the third one is Lake Balaton in Hungary. So when the Mongols arrive from the Altai, where the sky has a special blue, the color of the sky is a very light blue, and one of the gods in the old Mongol pantheon beliefs was called the Tengri. And in modern day Hungarian, a lake is Tenger, and Tenger is also the currency of Kazakhstan. So there are a few links, but the Huns, Ahunok, left before the Mongols arrived. But on their way, and you have to understand were these Khanates led by leaders, Khan in Mongol, Khan. There was this famous Eastern and Western Gök-Turk Confederation, Gök meaning blue, still the link with the blue sky, the pale blue sky of the Altai in Siberia. And it's been acknowledged that some Pecheneg people, the ancestors of the modern Kazakh people of Kazakhstan, the Kazakh people are mainly descended of the Mongol hordes of Genghis Khan, and later they converted to Islam. And some Pecheneg traveled with the Huns, with the on-ogur. You can hear hongrois on Hungarian in that word, and they traveled to the Carpathian Basin to Europe with the Huns. You have some villages in Hungary and Slovak Republic that have names related to the Pecheneg people. There is a village in Slovakia called Besencov, and it's related to the Pecheneg that stayed there. And they assimilated or disappeared. Maybe they were a small minority. Maybe uh, they were mainly the military or the aristocracy, but they were there. Modern day Hungarians don't have slanted eyes. They look completely European, and they were mixed a bit with German colonists and some of the Slavs as well. And I'm going to finish quickly. I don't want to be too long today. And it's very important to understand that among Turkic nations, Turkic, you have people who look Asian, like the Chinese, the Mongols, the Japanese. That's the case of the people of Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, some of the Uzbek and the Turkmen. And you have people, ancient tribes that were right from the beginning European, not Asian, European looking, pale skin. I'll continue next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And there is a person I want to thank. Um, I'm thinking of this person for giving me the idea to start this series called Turkic Talks. Speak to you soon.